students, so this is the last part of our lesson, the lesson number 5 of geography, that is the agriculture, farming and its types. So now we are continuing directly with the next point, that is the mixed farming. In mixed farming, the crops are grown and the animals are reared on the same plot, same land. Means both, means the cultivation of a crops and also rearing of a animals. It is done on the same piece of a land. So along with the food crops, fodder crops are cultivated. The fodder which is required for the animals. The cattle rearing for meat and milk is an important feature of mixed farming. So the cattle rearing is performed mainly or mostly for the production of a meat and milk. It is very common in developed parts of world including Western Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Russia and North America. These are the areas which are already developed. So this type of farming can be performed in these areas. The farming is practiced with the advanced and the modern techniques. So obviously the advanced and the modern technique are applied with the farming. Then the farms are of moderate size, means not too large, not too small, and intensive farming is practiced, means more and more production it is from the same piece of land. A high yield in crop is ensured by the use of improved seeds. So here the farmers prefer to use the improved seeds, means high yielding seeds. Then chemical fertilizers and advanced machinery. So practice of crop rotation is common to retain the fertility of the soil. So here also they prefer the crop rotation for maintaining the fertility of the soil. Farmers cultivate cereal crops like maize, barley and wheat along with the root crops like turnips and potatoes. They also grow the legumes like beans and peas and fodder crops like alfalfa. So the legumes, beans and the peas, these type of crops, they also used to maintain the quality of the soil. The plantation agriculture. The next type is that what is the plantation agriculture. So the plantation agriculture is commonly practiced in the tropical and subtropical areas. Tropical and subtropical areas. This method of agriculture was introduced by the Europeans. So the Europeans introduced this method. As we know that the Europeans, means the Britishers, were having many plantation areas when they were ruling over India. So this is completely commercial in nature. So the production of these is completely commercial. In this method, one crop is produced on a large scale. Only one crop they produce with a greater quantity. Large estates are managed like the industrial units on the scientific lines. So the agricultural practice is completely done with on the basis of the scientific methods. A huge amount of capital is invested which is used for hiring cheap and skilled laborers. So they require the cheap and the skilled laborers and they invest the more money in that. The modern machineries and the fertilizers are used if needed. The modern machineries and the fertilizers can be used if it is required only. Transport facilities are managed to send the processed crop for sale in the market. As I told you, whatever the production it is there, that is completely on a commercial base. So the production it is processed and transported to sell in the market. The productions are like tea, coffee, sugarcane, rubber and spices. These are the main crops. The market for plantation crop is local as well as international. Means that produce can be sold in the nearby local markets or it can send to the abroad or the international market. Then the organic farming. Organic farming is done recently. The latest research shows that in the modern farming, harmful pesticides are used and the genetic modifications are done to increase the yield. So these are the changes are done. The pesticides are used more and more and also the changes are made or done with the seeds with the genetic modification. So these are what based on the latest research, but these are not so good for the human health. So the organic farming is promoted to prevent the adverse effect of modern farming. So to reduce these adverse effect of a modern farming, the organic farming is now started to promote. New farms based on the traditional knowledge have been set up. So now the new farms started to be set up on the basis of the traditional knowledge or the methods of the cultivation. Crops are cultivated in these farms without the use of fertilizers and the pesticides. Means the chemical fertilizers and the pesticides are completely avoided in this type of farming. Crops are not genetically modified. So the whatever the seeds are used, that are the traditional only, and use of the indigenous seeds is encouraged. So organic products are nutritious and cause no harm to health. So in this way, the organic farming is now preferred more and more. Now the next is a dairy farming. By the word only we can get know that what type of a dairy farming it is there. In dairy farming, cattle are reared for milk and milk produce to meet the needs of big urban areas. So it is the cattle which are reared for the milk and the milk products. It is considered as a highly intensive type of a livestock farming. It is highly intensive type of a livestock farming. That the one best example we can see there in the Bhagya Lakshmi plant, which is there in our nearby area. You must have visit that. So the farms are well equipped. So whatever the farms are there that are well equipped with the modern machineries. The machines are widely used for milking, feeding and cleaning the cattle. So all this you can see in that plant also. Such type of farms require the huge capital investment. So it also required the more and more investment. The countries which are famous for their dairy products are Australia, Denmark, New Zealand, Switzerland and Netherlands. If you observe these areas are well developed areas. Then the last type of farming, that is the cooperative farming. Cooperative farming, it is nowadays it is mostly preferred. Cooperative farming is a new trend in the farming and the mode of operation is simple. So the mode of operation is very simple. Farmers take loans from the cooperative banks. So whatever the cooperative banks, from there the farmers used to take the loans and invest that amount in the farming. Land is tilled collectively by farmers. So the group of farmers, they come together and they collectively perform the agricultural activity. So land is tilled collectively by the farmers. Maximum utilization of the modern machinery is done in such type of farms. Okay, so they use the modern machineries because we know that in India the land is divided into the small areas. So it is not possible for the farmers to use the modern machineries in that small areas, but they collectively come together and the land area becomes large and they able to use the modern machineries. So the products are now directly launched in market. So whatever the farm products of that cooperative land, they sell their products directly into the market and they are made available through the cooperative shops or a retail sell out. So they sell these products in the cooperative shops and the retail sell outlet. Cooperative farming is commonly practiced in the countries like Sweden, Belgium, Netherlands, Norway, Denmark. So these are the countries which perform this type of a farming, and in India also it is practiced in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. So students, this is how we have completed the lesson. Thank you.